Yeah, speaking at the Maryland Association of Counties Summer Conference, Cardin said Congress was on its way to fully fund the rebuild after the Senate cleared necessary hurdles. But now, with 1 week left before Congress goes on hiatus until mid-November, the senator's tone has changed. 11 News Investigates asked Maryland U.S. Senator Ben Cardin in a one-on-one interview Friday morning whether Congress would pass legislation to fully fund the rebuild of the Francis Scott Key Bridge.
I think we'll get it done this year.
Nearly 6 months after the Dali cargo ship struck the Key Bridge and destroyed it, it's still unclear if Congress will cover the full cost of rebuilding it or make Maryland pay 10%. If the state does have to chip in, Maryland lawmakers would need to come up with nearly $200 million. Cardin's optimism over the summer had turned to frustration on Friday.
We have the commitment to the 100%, but we should have it done. It should have been done by now.
With 1 week to go before Congress goes on hiatus until after November's election, federal lawmakers are laser focused on passing a continuing resolution to keep the government funded. And both Cardin and Maryland Congressman Andy Harris, the new chair of the ultra-conservative Freedom Caucus, were pessimistic that bridge funding could be added to the government funding bill. Talking with WBAL Radio's C4 and Brian Neiman this morning, Harris said certain House members don't want to pay the $2 billion at this moment.
There's no ground for a shovel to be put into right now. None of the money is going to be spent in the immediate future. And for the political reasons, I think this is going to be very hard to do.
But I think what Congressman Harris is expressing is the view of the Republicans in the House, and we have to overcome that, and we're going to continue to work to do that.
Cardin says that while full funding is unlikely over the next week, he remains confident it will get done in December.
I think there is a recognition that Baltimore and Maryland's waited patiently for the legislative commitment to the 100%.
If Maryland does have to pay nearly $200 million to rebuild the Key Bridge, the state could face a financial bind during what's already a tight budget cycle. For 11 News Investigates, I'm Tolly Taylor.